This is my friend's Echo One SR25 that I upgraded for him. Uh, Externally, I'll go over. He has these rubber rail covers. I don't really know who makes them. I like them. I actually want to get some. Uh, this K-Tech flash hider amplifier is actually mine. And I just put on there since the inner barrel sticks out to about here, so just protecting that. Um, it has a G&G rental or basic M4 grip because the stock grip, the motor plate screws, the threads on the grip are plastic, and of course the screws are metal, and those stripped instantly as soon as I tried redoing that. He has just a basic stock, crane stock. The buttons for it are hard, and I haven't really been able to get it off, so I just took the stock off. He also has some Velcro that he attached, or they came like that, but I'm pretty sure he attached that. Upgrades. It is running the stock motor. I was going to put in this JG Blue, which says Echo 1, but it's a JG Blue. It's definitely, but I was having problems with the pinion slipping, even though it's a D-type, but it was just having problems. And then I kind of fixed that, but it didn't really work, so I just threw in the stock one, and it seems to pull the spring fine. Spring in it is a Garter SP140. Gears are stock, they're shimmed. It has 7mm ball bearings stock, and I got rid of those and put in FLT 7mm bushings, steel bushings. Spring guide stock has a spring guide spacer, so makes it about 10 FPS higher or so, 5 to 10. Piston is a SHS 14 tooth pre-Swiss cheesed piston with a G&G piston head that has the O-ring I stretched, and it has been super glued, and then AOE, and let's see, super glued the metal piston rack. Anything else? Cylinder head is stock. It has 2 O-rings, but it doesn't seal well, so I silicone sealed it to the cylinder, which is a full type. Air nozzle is a Lonex, I believe, AUG air nozzle. I kind of forgot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Lonex AUG air nozzle. It's like 24 millimeters or 24.9 millimeters or so. Hop-up is a Prowin hop-up. It's a older gen. The newer gens that I know of have like this screw that keeps the pin for the hop-up arm from coming out. The one that's in here does not have that, and the markings on it are actually not white letters, and they're actually engraved instead of just laser paint. Was it laser etched? I can't remember. Barrel is a Umbrella Armory R Prometheus or Prommy barrel. I think was it the 603s. I think Prometheus makes. Bucking is a Modify 50-degree gray soft type flat hop bucking. It also has for the nub, it has a Prometheus flat type nub. And I believe that is it for the upgrades I've done. I've also silicone sealed the bucking and backspaced the hop up and slightly spaced it forward, since the gearbox shell, it's actually narrower than most version 2s where the air nozzle goes in or whatever. But this Prowin, since it's being old, I don't know, it can actually go in all the way, so it goes too far in, so I had to put a O-ring right here to space it forward, and then I put about 5 or 6 O-rings on the front because for some reason it just really needed a ton of O-rings to backspace it. Has been shimmed with SHS shims, if I didn't say. And I have modified the selector plate so it's semi-auto only. Right now he does I do have Tamiya on there mainly because I know most of his guns, besides for his PKM, are run Tamiya, and that's easy upgrade if he ever wants that. I'm running a 2200 25C 11-1. I don't remember how fully charged this is, but it's enough. So safety works, semi, full auto. As you can see, full auto is still semi. This selector switch also has a hole in it, so in theory, if fields for some reason feel like they want to be stupid and say, oh, it cannot move the selector switch to full, in theory, I think you could probably use a zip tie and just zip tie that thing right in, so it physically will be blocked by this nub. And yeah, FPS wise, it's shooting 460, about 460 to 463, sometimes 458 or so. That's all rough. It's pretty consistent. I say that wide gap because it's extremely hard to really actually get like a plus or minus 1 or even below 1 with Airsoft, since you have the BB weight that's inconsistent by like extremely small numbers, along with hop-up pressure, air seal. Even if you have a perfect air seal generally isn't that, but hop-up pressure, barrel, wind, it's along with like temperature and some altitude, depending on where you are. Generally, altitude and temperature doesn't affect that much in Airsoft for AEGs, range or FPS wise, but it can have some effect depending on where you are. And yeah, very cool gun, and I think he will be happy with it and hopefully have lots of fun.